As the PlayStation 5 enters homes around the globe, there will be a need, as with any new technology, to brag about it to friends and defend its location in your living room to family members. Fortunately, even in its infancy, the PS5 has a fantastic library of the best co-op titles. The greatest co-op games for the PS5 offer a wide variety of alternatives, from the relaxing to the intense, and this list has been put together to give you the widest selection of choices available. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. You can always rely on the Borderlands series, and even its fantasy spin-off, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, for a fantastic, loot-filled, local co-op experience. Up to 4 players can join and leave local and online multiplayer sessions at any time, leveling up their characters and collecting every legendary weapon in Tiny Tina's Wonderland. There is a whole narrative mode to enjoy as well, but once you start joking around with your friends and competing over who gets the best treasure, you might become a little too preoccupied to notice. Sackboy, a big adventure. There truly wasn't a better option for local co-op games than the Little Big Planet series for people who grew up with a PlayStation 3. However, if there was one thing that was consistently criticized about the earlier iterations of this bubble collecting platformer, it was the stubborn refusal to include a whole third dimension. We can finally say hello to the third axis in the PS5 era, though. The eponymous character can finally roam around freely in full 3D in Sackboy, a big adventure, a game that combines the best artistic qualities of the franchise with the chaotic, up to 4-player pandemonium of titles like Super Mario 3D World. It Takes Two. With the release of It Takes Two, EA's Hazelight Studios gave us all a real lesson in cooperative storytelling. It's hardly surprising that the game won big at the Game Awards in 2021 and was nominated for GOTY 2021 due to its inventiveness, poignancy, humor, and challenge. For those who haven't played it before, it's a 2-player cooperative game in which you must make your way through a setting reminiscent of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in order to salvage the marriage of Cody and May. It is actually astonishing how quickly you and your preferred co-op partner will join behind a common cause, getting back at a magical talking romance novel. Overcooked. All you can eat. The Overcooked series is notorious for its chaotic, frantic, friendship-destroying arcade action and is unquestionably the frontrunner in any discussion about the finest co-op games on the PS5, and perhaps any console this last decade. For PS5 owners, the arrival of All You Can Eat means that the series' finest servings have been gathered into one tidy bundle. In this game, you and up to 3 other chefs work together to make meals for hungry guests by chopping vegetables, cooking meat, and more. Working against the clock, potentially dangerous cooking settings, and one another's worst panic-driven instincts, Overcooked is infamous for turning even the closest of friends into lifelong foes. However, nothing compares to that moment when you and your team instantly gel and experience the endorphin rush that comes with completing a particularly difficult stage with 3 stars. Heavenly Bodies. This 2-player cooperative game is similar to games like Quap, Octopus Dad, Heave Ho, and Super Bunny Men in that you typically spend the first 15 minutes of every session trying to recall which tangle of buttons you need to press in order to successfully move your right elbow up and down while waving. It's the kind of game that induces sporadic fits of laughter and annoyance during each session, making it ideal for 2 players wishing to create amusing memories while using their PS5. Warhammer, Chaosbane. Chaosbane is a 4-player, traditional gauntlet-style dungeon crawler that offers you and your friends control of your very own hero with their own unique skills and cooldowns. Chaosbane also allows you to go berserk collecting legendary loot and dispatching monsters with your weapon of choice. Fortnite. Is Fortnite even still something that has to be persuaded? The online simulation of building a house and a battle royale game from Epic Games continues to rule the globe. It's still important to know that Fortnite on the PS5 enables split-screen play for 2 people in the same room, letting you both compete in gorgeous 4K. One word of caution, though: use the best Fortnite weaponry with your co-op buddy if you're trying to win the victory royale to increase your chances. The Dark Pictures Anthology. The Dark Pictures Anthology, the list's surprise inclusion, doesn't initially appear to be among the finest PS5 cooperative games. For starters, it's a collection of narrative-driven games, so you'll have to spend a lot of time clearly avoiding conversation with your buddies. Not to mention that the anthology's 3 games are all horror games, which might not be the best choice if your friends are prone to the occasional jump scare. The Dark Pictures Anthology, however, is a fantastic substitute for movie nights at your house for up to 5 players. Players choose a character at the beginning of each session, and whenever that character is the main focus of the action, the game pauses so you can hand the controller to that player and have them try to survive for the following few minutes. Watching friends and family struggle to keep their characters alive as the stakes rise is an exhilarating, tense, and frequently extremely humorous experience. Due to the game's multiple possible outcomes, even if certain characters die early on, the plot is still intact for everyone else. If a player wishes to quit the game early in order to get a drink, they only have to deal with the humiliation of failing in front of other players.